Hey, it's your girl Kellia with Black Girl Happy Planner, coming at you with another Wellness Wednesday episode. So, with the summer being here, I've been experimenting with my Wellness Wednesday episodes. And so, what I'm going to start doing once a month at least is bringing you information about what the themes are around wellness for each month. And so for July, I bet a lot of you have never heard of something called Social Wellness Month. July is Social Wellness Month. And if you have never heard of it, check it out on the nationaltoday.com website. They have all of the national days, national, food days, national holidays, all of that stuff. But check it out on nationaltoday.com. But July is Social Wellness Month. And I'm sure some of you have an idea what social wellness might be. But social wellness is encouraged in July because July is a time of year that a lot of us take breaks, we take vacations, things like that. And it's an opportunity to break out of our fixed routines, and you're encouraged to meet new people, do new things. It's about not being fixated on our phones and on our devices and things like that. So social wellness is all about our capability to bond with others and build satisfying relationships. And in the summertime, we end up doing a lot of that because a lot of us go on vacations to different places and we're meeting new people. We're seeing family members possibly that we haven't seen all year, or, family members that we need to spend more time with. And we're trying new activities. And a lot of times in the summer, it's a great opportunity to focus on our physical health, but as well as our social health, our social relationships. So that is all, Social Wellness Month. And I think that's a pretty good, thing to try to do. And in case you've never heard of social wellness, they started talking about this back in the 50s, in the late 40s, early 50s. And the word wellness was introduced for the first time back in 1950. And then as the 80s, grew, and, we started in the 80s. If you didn't live through the 80s, I'm Gen X, and we saw, people were moving out into the suburbs more and more, and we were getting a lot of weight on our waists. We weren't exercising as much. We were driving in cars. And so in the late 80s and all through the 90s, they started pushing this wellness because we were getting out of shape and out of, just not as healthy as we could be. And so what they started encouraging us to do was to focus on wellness. And so that became a phenomenon in the late 80s and 90s. And so some fun facts about that is that the month of July is celebrated as Social Wellness Month, and it evolves around relationships, self-love. We hear a lot about self-care and things like that. So basically relationships, nurturing our relationships with each other. Because let's be honest, we don't know how long we have on earth with each other. So spend as much time as you can with other people, especially those that you love. Examples of social wellness include taking breaks from the things we normally do, keeping up with your hobbies and interests, and exercising. I know for me, I've been trying to throw myself into creative projects. So like my scrapbooking and memory keeping and taking pictures and organizing pictures. I've been throwing myself into that. And it's been a really fun, therapeutic thing for me to do, because also looking back at pictures helps you bring up memories, good memories of things you were doing. And so that's a way that I practice my social wellness. And I also do it with other people. So I'm in a scrapbooking group. We get together and we scrapbook together. And that's one of the ways I practice social wellness. The reason social wellness is important is that it's necessary for anyone who wants to build healthy relationships and a strong social network. I encourage you to explore some opportunities. Like if you are into certain sports or hobbies or activities, I encourage you to get into a group. recently, in the last few months, I started playing pickleball with some of the teachers at school. And so I recently joined the pickleball association in my area. And so that's another social network. If you are into different hobbies or activities and things like that, start exploring different ways to connect with people with that hobby. That's a great tip that, you can, and an easy way that you can manage your social wellness. Ways to celebrate Social Wellness Month are to plan a group activity. So whether it's with friends or a group, family members, things like that, plan a group activity, a group outing where you can do something that you all love together. So if you like bowling or running or any other activity, go ahead and plan that and get together. It's just about having a good time and enjoying yourself. Make a new friend. I know some of us, especially nowadays with the internet and our cell phones and our devices, a lot of people's social skills, for some people are lacking. But they encourage you during Social Wellness Month to go out and meet new people. I was watching a show, news, the other day about this two friends in Chicago who started this app called Spark. And it's for young professionals to meet and network with other young professionals in the Chicago area. And it's an app. Yes, it's an app, but what you do, I guess you download the app and you go to a location to meet up with other Spark people that are on this app, and you see, their profile, and then you can, the goal though is to get off the app and get off your phone and then go talk to that person and connect and network. Part of it is because networking of back in the day where you get a hook up on a job and things like that has gone by the wayside. And so all about networking, especially in this day and age, it's all about networking and who you know, and trying to make, connections with other people. So making a new friend, whether it's, over a hobby, whether it's meeting up at your favorite wine bar, sporting activity, things like that, meet a new friend this month of July. Also, volunteering is a great way to practice your social wellness. So volunteer at a children's home, a nursing home, another place like a food bank, things like that are great ways to interact with people you might not otherwise meet. If you're in a sorority or fraternity, these are great ways and projects that a lot of fraternities and sororities and other civic and community organizations already do. So get involved doing some of those things as well. Okay. Here's some fun facts about social wellness, also from the National Today website. Do not stress out about it. It's not meant, social wellness is not meant to be stressful. So just go with the flow, meet up with your friends and family, meet up with some new friends, and just go with it. A fact that they've cited also is that around 20% of Americans feel isolated in their free time. Loneliness is a big thing. So make sure you're checking on your friends and family, get them out of the house, even if it's just to go have a cup of coffee at the coffee, spot near you, things like that. Simple things. It doesn't have to be big and extravagant. It doesn't have to be something that you're spending a lot of money on either, but just get out of the house and get engaged with other people, especially in the summertime. Summertime is when everyone wants to get out of the house or should want to get out of the house, because in the winter, it's too cold to go outside. It's also too hot to be outside in some places. However, make it happen, okay? It also improves our health to be with other people, to be social with other people. Laughing and touching and hugging improves our health big time. It's been proven that all of that helps our well-being. And again, back to the being alone factor. Lack of companionship can increase our cholesterol levels. Did you know that? So get out there. If you don't want your cholesterol to be high, get out there and mingle. And then the love and warmth from other people can increase our immunoglobulin. And I know I jacked that word up, but our levels. So it increases our, what's the other word I'm looking for? But there's a increase in how we feel. We have good feelings. Let's just say that. We have good feelings when it comes to being around other people and being social. So I encourage you to be active this summer, in July in particular. If you have downtime, say, from school or what have you, or if your kids are home, let them be social. Take them out so they can be social as well with other kids. And you be social with other